Hello, welcome to Animes, another weekly roundup of AmiAmi figure releases. Today we'll be looking at scales, and this will be from the 18th to 23rd of March. Got quite a few to look at, so we'll be trying to do these pretty fast. I'll do a bit more detail on scale figures that I think are worth talking more about. Cheerleader Riku illustration by Johnson, 1/6. Manufacturer being Hobby Sakura, 15,980 yen. Not a bad looking figure, and it looks like it's going to be part of a lineup of like a total of three cheerleader girls to have in this series. So not too bad if you're big into cheerleader girls and then like OC designs rather than being part of other anime characters being turned into cheerleaders. Blue Archive Mew Observation Timid Person 1/7 by Elegant for 23,470 yen. Not too bad, pretty good looking. Paint job looks pretty good overall. I think you're buying this because the base is obviously much more unique, not on a round base. She's popping out of her chest, maybe some sort of loot chest or something. No, looks looks pretty good overall. Azure Lane St. Louis Luxurious Wheels Still illustration version 1/7 by Elegant, 19,000 yen. Obviously there's been a few other St. Louis figures in this outfit. She looks very good in this outfit, and I can definitely see a lot of people would want to get this one. There have also been resin scale figures as well if you want to look at those. Obviously they'll be quite expensive in the aftermarket, and a lot of them will be quarter scale. But yeah, no, she looks very well done. I like the metallics on the dress. Looks very good. So definitely a well done execution by Elegant for this one. Tinatal Delicious in Dungeon Marcel complete figure by Fifure, 5,040 yen. Again, as I mentioned before, the Tinatal line have been really good by Fifure. You're getting a lot for your money. A nice paint job for what you're getting in terms of prize figure pricing, I guess you could say, or just slightly more expensive than Pop-Up Parades, but a much better paint job at the end of the day. Pop-Up Parade, Attack on Titan Zeke Jaeger Beast Titan version, L size, 7,740 yen. Definitely see why they're doing all the Titans in L size. I've expected this stat to be an XL rather than a L size, but fair enough, considering he's quite a bit taller than the Armored Titan. So yeah, not too bad, and the L size generally have a bit more detail. We've also got Escanor L size as well, from the 7 Deadly Sins, 7,740 yen. Again, very well done, looks pretty good overall. L size makes sense. These rear joints that looks like on his arms might be a bit off-putting, but you're not going to look at him from the back. On the front, you can barely notice it. Maybe here on his left pec, toral up here, you can maybe see a bit of a seam, but everything looks really well done overall. So very good job there. Good smile. Shinobi Master Senran Kagura New Link Homura Bernie version, court scale, by Freeing for 38,500 yen. Tan Line Girl figure by Freeing. You don't see a lot of these, obviously, a lot of Tan Line figures coming out. It's a bit interesting with Freeing doing this one, because a lot of the other Senran Kaguras have been cast off quarter scales and not done by Freeing. So this one looks like she potentially is cast off, but I don't know. So she looks pretty good overall, and I'm guessing this is another character that I've not seen being released yet, so this one might be coming up soon for pre-orders in the following weeks. But yeah, I think she might get a bit cheaper, but that you can look at the other Senran Kagura's quarter scales that have been released on AmiAmi, and just by going down and clicking on Senran Kagura series on the link on the website, and that'll take you to all the other ones. They generally have gotten like a bit cheaper than after being released, so maybe wait for this one. And we don't know how Freeing are gonna the final product's gonna be with this one. Azure Lane Tosa Hometown Zest 1/7 for 30,000 yen by Daiki Kogyo. Probably not worth 30,000 yen, and it's by a manufacturer that I've not done a lot of figures, but it is an Azure Lane one, and all the Azulane figures that have come out by all the even smaller manufacturers have been really well received and have been high quality, and paint job has been really well done. I don't think there's been any Azulane figures ever that have like failed in any ways, so possibly worth taking a shot if this is a character you like from Azulane. High School DxD Born Ria Scremery in a purple bunny suit. They've also got a black bunny suit as well, 1/6 by Kaitendo. These are re-releases, so yeah, if you want a cheaper bunny scale without caring for the freeing quarter scales or the second versions that are coming out later this year, then you can get 1/6 at least. Obviously, just remember that the tights on these aren't going to be as well done as the freeing ones, unfortunately, the stitching. But apart from that, I'm glad that you got some re-releases if you want to get some get Rias in a bunny suit, but not having to pay quarter scale pricing, freeing pricing. Battle Maid, different species, leopard cat, Maria, quarter scale by Magi Arts. There is also a 1/7 version of her, but it looks like they've done a quarter scale of her as well for 69,980 yen. She looks great, sculpt looks amazing, very good design. I think a lot of people would like to get this. Whether they would get the quarter scale, I don't know. 70,000 yen is very expensive, obviously, but it is a very unique figure, and it's single shipment. With it being quarter scale, it means they got more surface area as well for painting, so the paint job might actually be better on the quarter scale compared to the 1/7. 1/7 is 26,670 yen. It's down to personal preference. I like quarter scales, but I probably would wait till release to see if if the price comes down on the quarter scale of her. Idolmaster, Shiny Colors Midnight Monster Fuko Mayuzumi 1/7 by Wave for 24,250 yen. Looks like you get a couple faceplates with this one, 2 faceplates and different arm gestures, which is a bit unique for quarter scales. Really, you don't normally get that. So it's pretty hard for them to implement swappable faceplates on scales effectively when hide the seam for changing the faceplate, unless if it's just a swappable head. They don't mention anything down here about like it itemized, so I don't know if it's just a completely different head, but I would probably think it's just a separate faceplate. Pop-up Parade Kekon Yubiwara Monogatari Hime L size, 7,740 yen. This is a pretty risky, obviously, design that Pop-up Parade are doing. That you don't normally get this. I think this might be one of the first figures that are pretty in the risque territory for Good Smile to do. But yeah, she looks pretty good, and L size means paint job should be better than normal Pop-up Parades. Pop-up Parade Chained Soldier Tenka Izumo 4,220 yen. It'll just be a box standard Pop Parade with a very basic paint job, so fine, but maybe wait for scales if you like this anime series. Armored Trooper Photoms Chiriko Kuvi 1/6 by QSQ for 27,860 yen. Very sort of Mad Max esque Fist and North Star design I'm getting from this, so like 80s anime style, which I really like. Hair looks really well done, a face just looks very macho, and the very apocalyptic dystopian future outfit design going on here, so very good looking figure. Looks really good by QSQ, and I think worth the price actually for what they're charging for this. It's a very nice looking figure. To Loveru Darkness Nana Astra Devluke Darkness version 1/6 by Union Creative for 19,730 yen. Obviously, it looks like Union Creative are continuing the lineup of doing a lot of the girls from To Loveru in the Devluke Darkness outfit. So she looks good overall. I think they've all been okay overall. But yeah, you can see the other 3 are down here. Definitely get it if you love the To Loveru series. I definitely need to watch the To Loveru series, especially if you like harem anime, which I do, and ecchi anime. Then that's definitely something to potentially worth getting if you really do like that lineup. But I really should need to watch the anime to catch up, to see if I would fall in love with these figures. Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time Mari Makinama illustration by Wanderer. For 17,420 yen. I like these plug suit design versions of the Evangelion girls compared to the streetwear. I don't really like the streetwear ones. I definitely like this a lot better, and this is really well done with how the fact you can see her skin through the plug suit. It just shows how tight it is on there, and the paint job's looks really well done, and for a very good price. And obviously you've got Asuka as well. Langley already released or up for pre-order, so I think I'll probably be getting all three of them once they get released. So yeah, it looks like they've just got the two at the moment, so we'll just have to wait for the other characters to come out by Wanderer, but it looks like they're doing a very good job and at a very good price. Kitty Cole the movie, Konosuba Subarashi, the rock version of Megumin by 1/7 scale, 15,480 yen. Looks pretty good. The unique outfit and with tights as well, actual tights in this one. Again, seems going to be the only thing that you have to be a bit off-putting, but I think good price by Kadokawa. Atelier Riser, Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout. Stout Summer Adventure version 1/7 by Clay Now for 20,000 yen. Obviously, there's quite a few figures of Riser already out, so whether you would actually prefer this one, or you've missed out on the other ones and you can't get hold of them, then you can at least grab this one. But I think the other ones a lot of the other ones might still be in stock, so I'll look out on AmiAmi or other websites to order those scales. The aftermarket might not be too outrageous because I think they've done a lot of they've manufactured a lot of the Riser figures, even though there's quite a few versions out there. So just pick one that you like. Lyricus Recoil Kurumi 1/7 by Karnell for 24,800 yen. Now, compared to Atelier Riser, paint job on this one's not as close or as well done, and they're charging more for it for the same manufacturer, so I can't really recommend this one at the price. She'll have to come down to like 20,000 yen or less, really. Then we get Chainsaw Man Power 1/7. Again by Clarnell for 34,800 yen. This one I think is worth it. The effect parts, the blood effects look really well done. Scythes obviously sculpting looks really well done, and I do love the contrast between the blue jacket with the highlights at the top and the red blood effects, being crimson red, so they look really well done. It just gives a bit more vibrancy and contrast to the figure. And I think it actually makes the price well worth doing. If they didn't do as good a job on the shading on the jacket, and there's more of a muted blue, not as high of a vibrant blue in the higher point areas of the jacket, then it probably wouldn't be worth it. But the jacket makes up for a lot of the ground work in my mind. Fairy Tale Juvia Luxor. Sheer Wet Shirt SP 1/6 by Orc Toys, 20,900 yen. Obviously, we don't get a lot of Juvia figures. The overall theme makes sense with Juvia being water mage. Looks really good. I think overall the face looks, maybe a bit off-putting. I think it's the eyes maybe here. The sculpt and the body looks really well done. The shirt might be a bit bad. But apart from that, yeah, I think not too bad. Then we got Planetary Character Vocal Series 01 Hatsune Miku Happy 16th Birthday version by Max Factory for 6,800 yen. Yes, this is a posable figure in a scale lineup, but it's Hatsune Miku, so you sort of generally want to include Hatsune Miku when you can. Looks pretty good overall, and looks like you get a good variety of points, and these angel wing accessories look really good for the price. Definitely I think worth getting. And then binding, got another binding bunny it's the Catherine White bunny version court scale for 38,500 yen. I'm so glad we're getting binding figures now on AmiAmi. I think I mentioned it in last week's video. And obviously these are just better than freeing figures with it being cast off in the top and the bottom region. Definitely worth getting a hold of, and I think are way better than a lot of other well, if you compare the price to freeing, I definitely just buy binding one and freeing if you like the design. The gold and white look really good on here. And the black, I think, looks perfect. Overall, bunny suit design looks great. And then the blue flower hairpin looks really well done. I think gives you a good contrast. So definitely a good looking figure. That does it for this video. A bit of a quick one. All the links for these figures we looked at will be in the description down below. Please comment, like and subscribe. And I shall catch you in another video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.